इंटरव्यू आप इस तरह से देखिए कि जैसे आपका इंटरव्यू हो रहा है और मैं आपसे डायरेक्टली क्वेश्चंस पूछ रहा हूं। जब भी मैं कोई क्वेश्चन कैंडिडेट से पूछूं तो आप वीडियो को पॉज कर दीजिए और आप खुद उसका आंसर देने की कोशिश करिए, और ऐसा करने से आपको मैक्सिमम वैल्यू मिलेगी इस वीडियो से, और आपके क्वेश्चंस की बहुत ही अच्छे से प्रैक्टिस हो पाएगी। और अगर आप एक एक्सपर्ट फ्रंट एंड डेवलपर बनना चाहते हैं और इन सारे क्वेश्चंस का आंसर देना चाहते हैं, तो आपके फंडामेंटल्स बहुत ही स्ट्रांग होने चाहिए। इस पूरे इंटरव्यू में मैं आप देखेंगे कि मैं फंडामेंटल्स पे बहुत ज्यादा फोकस करूंगा। तो आपके अगर फंडामेंटल्स स्ट्रांग है तो आप कोई भी एप्लीकेशन बना सकते हैं और कोई भी इंटरव्यू क्रैक कर सकते हैं। फ्रंट एंड के फंडामेंटल्स होते हैं HTML, CSS और जावास्क्रिप्ट। इसमें सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट जो होता है इंटरव्यूज के अंदर वो होता है जावास्क्रिप्ट। अगर आप जावास्क्रिप्ट के एक्सपर्ट बनना चाहते हैं और कोई भी फ्रंट एंड इंटरव्यू क्रैक करना चाहते हैं, तो आप हमारा द कंप्लीट जावास्क्रिप्ट कोर्स फॉलो कर सकते हैं, जो कि आपको फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट यूट्यूब पे मिल जाएगा मेरे इसी चैनल पे। उसका लिंक मैं आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में दे दूंगा। और अगर आप पूरा का पूरा वेब डेवलपमेंट ही सीखना चाहते हैं जिसके अंदर HTML, CSS, जावास्क्रिप्ट, रिएक्ट, रिडक्स, गिटहब, ये सारी चीजें अगर आप पढ़ना चाहते हैं, तो उसके ऊपर मैंने कंप्लीट कोर्स बनाया है, उसका भी लिंक मैं आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन दे दूंगा। आप जरूर से जाके इन कोर्सेज को चेकआउट करिए, क्योंकि ये सारे कोर्सेज कंप्लीटली फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट हैं। तो चलिए अपना इंटरव्यू शुरू करते हैं। हेलो।
Hello, hi Unag, how are you?
या आई एम गुड, हाउ आर यू?
I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Okay, so you are preparing for SD2 role, right?
No, actually, right now I'm looking for a job. Actually, I got laid off on October 23.
Okay, so how much experience do you have in development?
Okay, so I have a total experience of 3 years and 3 months in front end.
Okay, okay, so in the form you have mentioned that for SD2 role you are preparing. So,
Yeah, actually,
yeah.
I got shortlist from of some of the renowned brands in India like Angel One and Wavespace. So my application is under process right now.
Okay, okay, that's good. So we'll mainly, like, as you said, you have 3.5 years of experience, right?
Yes.
So we'll focus the questions based on that experience. Okay. So
Okay.
this interview will be in 3 rounds. Like,
Mm-hmm.
first round will be theoretical questions. I will ask some questions. You will have to explain it.
Okay.
And second round will be some output based questions. I will give you some questions. You have to guess the output, basically JavaScript questions. And then third round will be some. I will ask you to either develop something or debug something. I will give you an application. There will be
Mhm.
some error, some issue. You have to debug and fix it. Okay.
Okay.
So that's how the interview will be. Okay, so first introduce a little bit like yourself. Just introduce yourself.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I will start with my introduction. Myself Demadan, and I am a front-end developer working for past 3 years. Uh, if I talk about my work ex, I have worked on total of three companies. Name and first name is Encrobyte, second one is the One Thing, and third one is the NFTically. And my last company name is NFTically, as I have served there for more than 1.5 years, and my roles and responsibility there is to maintain the UI part of it, like convert the Figma design to a working web UI, integrate some third party libraries and integrating API.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. So now let's start the interview. So in CSS, can you tell me this fixed position property? Like how does it work?
Okay, so fixed position property, take it as a absolute property, and the as we know, position properties in CSS like absolute and relative. So the fixed property will take the object whole body as a relative, then it will fix to the main body of the page.
Okay, so what is the difference between fixed and absolute?
Okay, so absolute is like we can provide relative property to their parent property or wherever we want, majorly parent or sub level. As we know, there is a nesting. We have to nest the absolute element in a parent element, so we can provide the relative property there. But in fixed property, it will by default take the body as a relative.
Okay. So in HTML, we have a lot of tags, different kind of tags, right?
Yes.
So, but let's say your name is Madan, second
Mhm.
name is. So if we create a tag with the name of Madan,
Mhm.
so will it give any error or will it work or what will happen?
I think it will give error because the name tags are predefined in HTML, so it will give error.
Okay, so basically it will not give any error. It will work like a normal tag.
Okay.
Okay, and so now the next question is if it will it work like a span or like a div?
Mm,
Like, do you know the difference between div and
yes.
span?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Uh,
will it work like a span or a div? This is the question.
okay. So I thought span will it will work as a span.
Okay, so it will be inline element. Yes,
Yes,
you mean.
it will be yes in inline.
Yeah. So are you just guessing or
No, no. Actually, I know like there are some block elements there in HTML like div element and the p tag because it is defined as a block element by default. All the elements are inline elements.
okay? Yeah. So that will be inline. That is correct. If you create any random tag which is
Mhm.
not present defined in the HTML, it will be inline. So that is correct. Okay. So you said like fixed position is relative uh, to the body or viewport. Is it related to the body or viewport?
Mm, I like body is relative to like take uh, adjust as per the viewport. So I thought body.
No, let's say if we have a lot of content inside our body, okay,
Mhm.
and then
Okay.
whenever the content is more than the height of browser, it starts scrolling, right?
Okay.
In the left side, scroll bar comes and we scroll the page. So at that time, the height of body is more than the viewport height.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Now I got it. Yes, it will refer to the viewport of the as per the window of the screen size.
Yeah, so you said like fixed position will be related to the window of viewport, right?
Okay.
Okay, that's in will it be relative to the window in all cases, or is there any case where it will
Mm,
not be related to the window?
I didn't actually I didn't know right now because I didn't test it from my side for that.
Hmm. Okay, okay. So now let's move to next question. So let's say, like, can you tell me what is difference between inline and block element? That is, yeah.
Okay, so inline element take the width as per the content of the element, but block element take the whole width of the window.
Okay, block element take whole window width,
Oh,
right?
yes,
Is that correct?
yes.
Okay, so let's say if I have a parent div
Mhm.
named container, I have given a width to it, let's say 500 pixel. And there is a child div inside it. What will be the width of that child?
Uh, child. Okay, so it is inline element, right? Child.
No, div is a like child is a div, so it is a block element.
Okay, inside div there is another div.
Yeah. So
Okay,
so
it
the
will take the parent refer to the parent width.
yeah, so you should mention that first. Like
Okay,
it will
okay,
not take the viewport bit. If it takes viewport bit, it will go outside of the parent, right?
okay. So
But it
okay, the outer parent will take the viewport width, but the child will take the parent width.
no again like it will not take the viewport width. It will take its parent width, which is body.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
So and body will take its parent width, which is HTML element.
okay.
Okay. So always block elements take the width of its parent, not of the
Mhm.
viewport. Okay, that is very important thing. Any other difference apart from this width, apart from this difference?
Mm, for block elements.
Difference, like you have to tell for difference means what is difference between block and inline.
Between block and inline.
Yeah, that is one difference which is clear. Any other
Mhm.
difference?
Okay, so like uh, right now I'm not getting any more of a
Oh,
difference.
okay, so let's say there is a span tag or any inline tag, inline element. Can we give height and width?
To span.
Yeah, to a span element.
Yes, we can give. Sorry. Yes, actually, when I use the inline element and provide the height and width, it will not take the height and width. I have to provide the display block property to that span.
Yeah, so you mean inline elements will not take height and width, right?
No.
Yeah. Yes, that's correct. So let's say we have a flex box, okay, a div named container. We have given flex box on the container, display
Mhm.
flex, and in the child we have two spans. If we give height and width on those childs, will it work?
Display flex and
On
span.
the parent, on the parent we have
Okay.
given parent is a div.
Okay. Parent is the div and child are the spans.
Yeah,
And parent have a flex property. Okay. So like by default, the flex property will take it as a row. So span will come as a siblings on a single row, and height where we are giving the height
on the spans.
on the spans. I think it will not take the height.
Okay, because it is inline, right?
Yes.
It will take because whenever we give display flex on the parent, no matter
Mhm.
what kind of element is inside, those become those become flex items, and flex items have display property of block. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so it will be automatically set to display block on
But
the
when
spans.
we provide the align item center, then it will take by default the whole width, whole height of the element.
Align items what?
When we provide align item center to flex, so it will, as we know, the flex direction is row by default for the
Yes.
flex property. So when we provide align item center, it will take the as a uh, whole width for that. Like we have to provide the justify content center to make it in the center. So it's,
So that is alignment thing. It is, see, whenever you give display flex, it will automatically have align items stretch. So it will stretch from top to bottom.
yes, yes.
Okay, that's what I think you are saying. So that is like because of align items stretch property. Okay, so it is stretching and taking the full height of the parent.
Okay.
Okay, so like whenever you give display flex on the parent, childs will have display block automatically,
Okay.
and apart from block, they are flex items, so they behave little bit differently. Like we can give height and width, and we can do anything which we can do with a block element.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. Now let's move to JavaScript. Can you tell me the difference between if else and ternary operator?
If else and turn operator. Okay.
Yes.
So like in it works similar as we know. If else is the previous ES5 syntax, and Ternio is the ES6 new syntax introduced in the ES6, and it have a difference of less line of code in a visual way, and The main difference is like there is no return statement in if, because if the value is true, it will take the uh, like
Okay, okay. Go ahead. You can tell you're saying it correctly. Like that
okay
is
it,
correct.
okay, so like we have to only give yeah, okay, in if else we can provide multiple conditions also, else if with else if, but in turning operator we cannot. It will only take the single output.
Okay. So the last point is not correct. We can also do multiple conditions like if else, else if, else if, else if, like that, right?
Yes.
We can do in ternary operator also. Same thing.
Okay.
Okay, and the other point is it was introduced in year 6. I think that is also not correct. It was there since the beginning of JavaScript. Okay, it is not a year 6 thing. And the other thing is syntactical difference is not that I'm asking. Any other fundamental difference?
Any other? Actually, I don't know right now.
Okay, so basically, if else is a statement in JavaScript, and ternary operator is an expression.
Okay.
Now, do you know the difference between a statement and expression?
And not in technical terms, I didn't go for the definition way.
Okay, so basically, a statement, let's say, let us define expression first. So, expression is something which will be evaluated to a single value, and we can store that value in a variable. Okay,
Okay.
let's say if ternary operator is there, we can do const a equal to the ternary operator, and whatever will be the returned value of ternary operator, that will be stored in that variable a. Is that correct? We can do that, right?
Yes.
But we cannot do the same thing with if else. Const a is equal to if something else something else. We cannot do that. So we cannot, so statement is not evaluated into a single value. Okay. So
Okay.
this is the fundamental difference between if else and ternary operator.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know shallow copy and deep copy in JavaScript?
Yes. As we know, like if we have a like, let's take an example of an object, and there is a nested objects also inside an object with a key value pair.
Hmm.
So the shallow copy only copy the level one of the object, not the inside, where like if I talk in technical terms, when we copy the shallow copy, if it change the inner values of the nested object, then it will have the same reference address to the previous variable, because uh, like previous variable, because it will only shallow copy it. But in deep copy, it can change the nested objects also in the new variable,
Okay,
and it
so
will refer to the
hmm, yeah,
uh,
how can we do a shallow copy? Let's say there
shallow
is a
copy.
object user one. Okay,
Mhm.
there are some properties on level one, and there are some other properties nested. Okay, so how will we do a shallow copy? What will be the syntax for that?
Object dot assign, by the object dot assign we can shallow copy.
Yeah. So any other way?
Like spread operators, I think
Yeah,
we can
that's true.
spread operator also.
Now, how we will do the deep copy?
Okay, so for deep copy, I think I like I also worked in a very rare situation. Like JSON, we can perform the deep copy with JSON.parse, I think.
Yes,
Yes, yes.
that is.
With JSON.parse, we can and JSON.stringify, I think. No?
Yes, yes. That,
JSON.parse, inside that JSON.stringify, then the object will pass to that.
yeah, that's correct. Okay. Now,
Okay.
can you explain me what are closures?
Okay. So closure is basically uh, uh, sorry, the closure is basically a representation of a lexical scope where we have function and the child function,
Okay. Your voice is
where
breaking
the
actually.
child function the lexical scope to the parent function and can access the values to the okay, like network and revision.
Let me check. I think there is some network issue on your side.
Okay, so should I connect again?
Yeah, yeah. Try to disconnect and reconnect. Or yeah, just try it.
Okay, okay. Wait.
Hello.
Hello. Am I audible right now?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Okay.
Your old version is like already showing it. Let me try to remove and see. Like
Okay.
you are two times on my screen.
Actually, when I press join two times, I think the last
It's
one is
okay.
still connected.
Yeah. Now it is removed. I have removed it.
Okay.
Okay. So what were you explaining?
We were.
Closure.
I am telling the close about the closure. So, closure are basically a representation of lexical scope for the child function, where we have a parent function and child function. Child function at the have a lexical scope to their parent function, and can access the variables of the parent function. Also, the closure is basically used to privatize the variables inside a parent function. So,
Okay, that's good. Now let's move to some output-based questions. I will send you some code snippet you have to see and you have to answer it. Okay.
okay,
You can share your screen now and you can put this code in VS Code and you can.
I will open the some JS compiler online.
Okay, you can open JS compiler, but sometimes it gives unexpected results. So
So, should I like open the console?
yeah, console or just VS Code, connect one file with VS Code.
Okay.
Hmm.
Uh, wait.
Or we can do here online. If some unexpected error comes, then we can try.
Okay. Like this is one. Some are like when we paste the we have to run. Okay.
Uh,
So the question is like we have a console log A in line one, and a
hmm.
console log B in line two, and we provide the variable A is equals to B is equals to 5. Okay. Hmm. So like hmm. So hmm, both have the value of 5 output for that.
Okay. Okay, let us change this question and simplify a bit. Remove line number 2
Mhm.
and remove b equal to. Remove b equal to.
B equal to
Yes. Remove b also.
B also. Okay.
Yes. Now, what will be the answer? And can you
Now,
zoom it? Can you zoom it? Just do
wait.
control plus few times.
Is
This,
this good?
no, it is still very small. That ID is not zooming in. Do
Wait, wait.
control plus. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now it is good.
Okay. So this the value will be A, and why? Because it's have a global scope and it can be accessed uh, before declaration.
Okay, so it will have 5, right?
Yes.
Okay, you can save it and check. You can run.
Uh, okay, it's undefined right now. Wait.
Do you know why it is?
Okay, I think I messed up with the hosting concept. So I in the hosting we can declare, but and cannot be accessed before declaration. So yes,
Yeah, that is the reason.
but we can access before assigning. So that's the concept of hosting. I mixed up with like we can also access before declaration.
Yeah, if we change the word to let, what will happen?
Sorry,
If
let.
we, uh, what will happen in this case?
Yes, it's the same error because it's in the temporal red zone right now.
Okay, so it will also give undefined.
Yes,
Okay, you can save it.
it's not giving undefined. It's a reference error. It's because in the uh, we cannot access before declaration.
Yeah, so this is an error. The
Yeah.
earlier code, the output that you saw, that was not an error. That is a value in JavaScript. Undefined is a value, right?
Okay.
Undefined is a data type and it is a value.
Yes, it's
That
undefined
is
data.
not an error. So this is an error. Okay.
Okay.
Now if you change back to the previous code, just do Control Z few times. Yes.
Uh, should I run the code?
No, you have to guess first.
Okay. Mm. A will be undefined and B will be 5.
Okay.
So is this correct or
That is not correct. You can run and check.
B is not defined? Undefined, not defined. So okay, B behaving like defined in let.
No, that was different error. Cannot access before initialization.
Okay,
This is
okay.
different error. Okay, it is not behaving like a let.
B is not defined. Okay, undefined and not defined. Okay, I think I messed up with some basics concept of JS right now.
Yes. So this is basic question. I will ask you one more question. Let's see. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sending here.
The output will be like mm, 6 and 5.
Okay. Line number 2 will be 6. Line number 3 will be 5, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, you can check.
Okay.
It is reverse.
Wait. Okay, the plus plus is after the variable. We are not incrementing before accessing the variable. If the plus is beside, then it can be a 6 6.
Yeah, then it will be 6, 6.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, I will send you one more question.
Hmm, okay. The browser will check from left to right. So, wait, 1 is less than 2, then it will return true, and 2 is less than 3, then it will not cannot compare that. But if we check 3 is greater than 2, 2 is greater than 1. Hmm. 2 is greater than 1, 2 is less than 3. The above one will give, I think, true, and below one, I think, false.
Why? Can you explain that?
Because when we for the JavaScript will compare 1 and 2 first, and then it will return the true value because 1 is smaller than 2, and the true is equal to positive value 1. So 1 is less than 3, so it will return true.
Yes,
And 3 is greater than 2, then it will return true. 2 is equals to 1, and 1 is greater than 1 is false.
yes, that's correct. You can run.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
that's correct. Okay, I will
okay.
send you few more questions. You know the this keyword, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I've sent you one question related to that.
Okay, let me paste to the console. Okay, we have a function called foo. Sorry, and we have a variable of foo with an anonymous function, arrow function of console of this dot name, and foo dot call name John. Mm, foo dot call name John. It will referring to the object. This keyword name John will be the output.
Okay, because this will be referring to this object, right?
Oh, yes, yes. I think
Okay,
we have to use bind. Sorry, behind apply or call. So
yeah,
yes, the answer will be John. Actually, I got confused in call and apply. So
yeah. Call, apply, bind, both are like all the three are similar.
similar,
Bind is a
similar.
little bit different, but
Yes, that's why tell you like call, and I got confused in call apply.
yeah, you can check.
Okay, okay, okay. Uh, and why it is like undefined? Uh,
You can check
Okay.
what is.
Yes, yes. Actually, I forgot. Like we have defined this arrow function, and arrow function refer to the window. This window.
Okay,
Sorry, the window object. So it will not refer to that. It will refer to the window object. That's why it's undefined.
okay,
Because arrow function don't have this keyword. Normal function have this keyword.
yes, that's correct. But arrow functions don't refer to the window object
Okay.
always. Like in some cases, they may refer. They refer to its parent scope. So, for example, the parent scope for this arrow function is global, where this keyword is window. In this case, it will refer. But let's say if there is some different parent scope, it
Mhm.
will refer to its parent scope.
Yes, like we have an object, and in a particular like third key, we have assigned the arrow object name, and in the first key we have defined the name. Then it will refer to their parent object. I think.
What you
Uh,
said just. Let's say if we have an object and
In object we have key value pair, and the third key value pair have arrow function with the
yes,
value. Then
yes,
I think it will uh, wait. Okay. Also that time also, like it's undefined, sorry, because normal function can refer to the object, but not the arrow function.
yes, that's correct. Even if inside object, it will refer to the parent, which will be window. And
Yes.
if you change this to function, normal function, what will happen?
Hmm. Not I have to change the normal function.
Yes, you change it to normal function.
Then it will refer to the John name.
Yes, that's correct. Okay. Now, let's say if we have one arrow function inside this function,
Mhm.
just make an arrow function inside this function.
Okay.
Const high equal to
Const variable
any
name.
name,
Name.
anything,
Okay.
anything. Equal to some arrow function, and console log this this dot name inside this.
No, this. Okay.
Call
Now.
this. Call the
Okay.
function. Call the function below.
Okay.
What will be output from line number 4?
Line number 4. Okay. Wait.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, yes. There was some network issue.
Okay. It have a similar return result of John,
Yes, you can check.
because we have a like a closure inside of that.
Okay, it is
Yes.
not because of closure. It is because of arrow function takes this keyword from its parent scope.
Parent. Yeah. This function.
Yeah, so whatever is the value of this in its parent, it will take that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I will send you one more question.
Okay. So.
So here what you have to do is
Mhm.
you have to freeze the ID property. You have to do some changes. You have to write some code so
Mhm.
that ID property cannot be changed. Right now, if anyone wants, they can change the ID property, right?
Okay. So we have a key or keyword of object dot freeze. I think. Wait. Let me.
Yes, object.freeze will freeze the whole object. Anything cannot be changed.
Okay.
We
So how?
want to freeze only one key.
So, can we do it with the like object dot freeze and pass the user dot ID? Then it will freeze the ID.
No, that will not work.
Hmm. Actually, I don't know how to freeze a particular key and how to like.
Okay, it's all right. We can freeze any property if you want. Okay.
Okay. So how can we do it like
There is something called object.define property.
object or define? Okay.
Yeah,
So like we can similar syntax with object
it will be capital O,
object dot
object.define property.
define.
Yes, I think it will be no, define property.
So the spelling, what the spelling is?
It will be, I think you just try to do user dot maybe it will be
And
1 minute. Let me check.
user dot define. Yes. No, wait. Diff property.
Yeah, it is not giving suggestion. Okay. Object.define property is the syntax, and you pass the object and the key. So it is not giving the suggestion.
Define
Yeah,
property is syntax. Okay. So it's
first
what
you
to
will
pass inside that? What the syntax of it?
yeah first will be the object that you want to, let's say, user, and
Okay.
comma. It will be ID in a string. Just pass that
Okay.
ID in a string.
In a string.
Somehow
Mhm.
this is like now you try
I
to
cannot the uh, I cannot access or I cannot change the property
you
also.
cannot change it. Just try to change it before console logging. I
Okay.
think it will be in what property descriptor. 1 second. Hello.
Description. Okay. I think there is another parameter. I think.
Yeah, property will be like it is an object. It is not like this. It will be an object. The second value will be object. Just remove that ID. Remove that ID and pass one object here.
Empty object
Yes, and here in the empty object you will give the property name. Let's say ID
with
in the object, inside the object.
okay.
And no, we don't need to pass third argument. ID colon
ID colon.
again object
Okay.
and writable. Here it will be there will be one key writable.
Key writable. So
Just write writable. Everything will be small. False. Writable colon false.
writable colon false.
You do
Okay.
like
Okay.
this, you cannot change. Now if you do user dot id equal to 456, it will not change. You can access it, there is no problem in accessing, but it will not be writable. No, not like this. User dot id equal to something else. How do you overwrite the id? Yeah, that is.
Like 1 0 0.
Yeah, now you can run it. It will not have any effect.
I
What it
think
is,
There is still syntax error.
It is not
Property
giving proper
must be an
suggestion.
object, undefined.
What it is saying?
Property
Oh,
description must be an object. Type error. There is a type error.
I think it is not running it properly. User ID writable.
Is this
Okay.
a like a defined property is a newer is defined introduced a newer version of the JavaScript?
It is not defined property. It will be defined properties. TIES. It is not a new thing. It is old thing.
Okay.
Properties. Yes.
Okay. Now it's returning the same value as we have the user.
Yeah. We can change other properties, but we cannot change this ID. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's move to our last section, which is I will send you one code snippet. Like one
Mhm.
code you have to fix the bug. There will be some bug in the code.
Okay.
Okay. 1 second. Open this link and you will see some HTML code. You cannot see.
No, I think the ID is
Okay.
not public. Okay,
Okay.
it's loaded. Right.
1 minute. Let me check.
I think I have a network issue. That's why it's getting loaded.
Yeah. Now it is visible, right? You can see it, right? Hello.
Hello.
Yes, yes. You can see the code, right?
Yes. The page is under still loading, so I'm waiting for that page to load.
Yeah, now I think you can see the code and you can copy the code and run it in your file, in your local.
Okay. Let me first define new folder.
Just create one HTML file and paste the code that I sent.
Okay.
Open this file with live server or something.
Okay.
There is a go live button below.
Now as we can run on
Okay.
this.
Okay, it's okay.
Okay.
So what I have made here is there is a nav bar as you can see it. And just try
Yes.
to scroll a little bit, scroll down. So
Okay.
if we scroll, I have given some blur effect on the nav
Mhm.
bar. Okay. and
Okay.
there is a login button, and if we click on the login button, this pop-up should open. Okay, but this pop-up is opened by default, and it should be in center. It should not be in the header itself. It should be in the
Okay.
center of the page. You got it,
Okay.
right? But it is
Okay.
right now coming in the header itself. It is not coming below.
Right.
So what you have to do is, for you have 10 minutes to fix this thing and bring it into the center. Once you, if you're not able to do, then I will tell you how you can bring it into the center.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
and then the last part is you need to make it working. When we click on the login button, then it should open, and when we click on the close button, then it should close. It should not
Okay.
be present always. Okay, so
Okay.
for total, you have 30 minutes. Okay, so no, you
First
have
task
20
is
minutes.
last first task is to center the element
Yeah,
login model, and the third one is to
yeah,
make it functional for on click.
yes. So you have total 20 minutes.
Okay.
In 20 minutes, you have to do. So after 10
Okay.
minutes, if you are not able to fix this issue, you are not able to
Mhm.
make it into center, I will help you. Okay,
Okay. Okay. Wait, let
so
me
you
start
have
with
to
that.
see.
So can I remove that div from outside to outside for,
Uh,
or should
you
I put it on the nav?
leave it there. You don't have to change anything in the HTML.
Okay.
By changing in CSS, you can do.
Okay. Okay.
So you need to find out the reason why it is happening, basically.
Okay. I can change the CSS.
You can change the CSS anything you want. Can you zoom your VS Code? Zoom in your VS Code a little bit and close. Yes, close that part. Close it completely. The
Okay.
left panel. And zoom in. Yeah, yes, that's good.
Okay. Okay. We have position sticky also. Hmm.
So position sticky should be there so that if we scroll, it should stick.
Okay.
If you remember the question, first question I asked, is position fixed relative to the
Parent
viewport? Yeah, viewport or something else.
to their parent. Okay.
So here it is not being related to the viewport.
View
It is being relative to the parent.
parent. Okay. By
Yeah.
default, it will take the parent as a relative, but in
Yes.
absolute, we have to provide the parent relative. Where if we not provide, it will take the viewport as a by default relative.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Hmm. Wait, let me watch. Actually, I'm not getting how to, because we have to take this div out of the nav.
Yeah. So here, why position fixed is not working the way it should work is because of backdrop filter blur. Because we have given the blur to the background. If you remove
Mhm.
the blur to the background, it will be fixed. Just remove it.
The nav from the nav
Yeah, from the
filter.
remove background filter blur. Yes. Now come to refresh.
Uh, why it is like I didn't get a name.
Yeah, so now blur will not be there, but it will be in center.
Okay.
So whenever we give background filter, like background
Mm-hmm.
filter property, okay, or we give transform property,
Mm-hmm.
or if we give perspective property, or if we give clip property, clip path is one more
Okay.
property. So if we give any one of these properties, the position fixed element will be relative to its parent. It will not be relative to the viewport. It
So
creates, yes,
okay. So just I have question, like when we provide these property, what what the changes happen in the element we provide that, like.
yes. So what happens by default, like whenever we give any one of these properties, they create a new coordinate system for that container. So it
Mm-hmm.
is treated as a page itself for the position fixed. So
Okay. Okay.
behind the scenes, they make that parent to be like a page itself. So new coordinate system is created, and that's why position fixed thinks that okay, this is the whole viewport. So
Okay.
so it will be relative to that. Like so this is why that is the issue.
Is there any other way to make this element happen, behave like this, or just to these property what you told me about?
Yeah, only these properties are there. Maybe some other properties, maybe. So
Mm-hmm.
any property which creates some new coordinate system that will make the fixed property behave like this. Okay.
Okay.
So
I have worked mostly in the CSS part throughout my work ex, but I didn't get any to get any to learn these while my
Yeah,
experience.
yeah. CSS is a lot. Like so.
Actually, I worked on SAS also. I prefer majorly SAS while working because it have give us some extensive use cases use for using CSS.
Yes, yes. At the end, it is CSS, right?
Yes.
Anything if you use. So this is important thing to note that
Right.
fixed is not always fixed to the viewport. It can be relative to the parent itself. If you give just a scale, transform transform property, if you just give to
Mhm.
it, transform translate just transform translate 10 pixel, just give 10 pixel. Yes, that's enough. Now you can check it. Uh, see. Again, it came. In the same way, perspective property, clip path property will work in the same way. Okay, now since it is fixed, so how we will do in this case? So the right solution is to move this pop-up code out of the nav. So the first thing you told, like, should we remove it from HTML and
Mhm.
like put it outside the nav? So that is the solution. Otherwise, we will not be able to give the blur background.
Yes, these are the exception cases where it can happen, but mostly we prefer to make every component not inside for another component. So we prefer to
Yes,
separate it out.
yes. So anyway, models like other components can be nexted if they are related, but models we should keep it outside of any parent and directly inside the body because of this reason. Okay.
Yes.
So models, if you write it, it will be outside of this.
Yes, I
Oh,
also built some models. So we use some Bootstrap library. So we prefer to make the model outside of that element,
yeah. So
the body part.
yes. So now the last part is you can remove the like you can again copy and paste the code. So because you have changed some code, so you
Mhm.
can again copy and paste the code which I sent you from
Uh,
the link.
wait, uh, link. Okay.
Copy and paste, and
Okay.
you can remove the HTML part from nav and put it outside.
From
And put it below the min tag.
yeah, I prefer below just above the body clothing tag
Yeah.
for the models.
Yeah. So this is how it is. Now, if we click on the close icon, it should close. You have to write some JavaScript here.
Okay. Okay. JavaScript. Can I write CSS also in this?
Yes, you can write
Like
CSS.
I can edit the CSS
Yeah, you
by
can. You can change.
display. Actually, I forgot how to we provide the CSS in this the syntax of like
Okay.
for the CSS.
Dot style
Yeah, dot style dot.
dot display.
Okay, I thought we have to use curly braces. This open. No.
That was correct.
Okay,
There is some other issue.
okay, wait. Add even this is not a function. Hmm. Wait me. I think um, there may be some syntax error. Okay, I think CSS. Nine.
Okay, you have 2 more minutes. Okay, your time is up.
Okay.
Now, since you are using get elements by class name, it is giving you an array. Okay, you
Okay.
have to use get element. Like whenever you use get elements by class name,
Mm-hmm.
that will always give you an array like thing, HTML collection,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
you cannot directly use add event listener. You have to access its like how you access the element of array. So 0, if you do 0, yes. Now,
Oh,
now
okay.
check.
Okay.
Now
Block is
that
not.
error is gone. Yeah, you have to use. Still, there will be error because yeah, double equal to you have to use.
Cannot copy of undefined reading display.
Yes,
183.
there will be this
183.
model dot style dot display. Hmm,
Uh,
model. So basically, model is also an array you are using. So you have to use the same thing, first element. Model is square bracket 0. Yes.
okay.
Okay, so that was the problem. Okay, now you can stop sharing your screen, and
Mhm.
now based on this interview, how many points will you give to yourself out of 10 points?
I think the basics are very like 50% after 100 because uh, I forgot the main basics for the JavaScript. So 50 out of 100.
Yeah, same. Like 5 points out of 10 points I will give you,
Yes.
and you will not be selected. Like I will not select you as a fresher also. Forget about experienced. Okay.
Okay.
As a fresher also, you will not be selected.
Okay.
Like maybe if I take from the perspective of fresher, since I had that thing in mindset that you are experienced, my expectation were higher. Maybe if I take as a fresher, maybe at that time you will be selected. But based on this interview, you will be not selected. Okay.
Okay.
So now, what you learned from this interview?
Actually, when when you ask me about the basics of JavaScript, so uh, I learned that I have to go back to basics and learn the hosting uh, concept and the objects and the array all because and as a while we I'm working mostly in the React part from the
Yes,
past 2 years, so I forgot to the syntax also of the JavaScript.
yes,
I have to brush up on that also.
yes. Fundamentals are important. If you give any interview as an experienced, they will
Mhm.
ask JavaScript, they will ask CSS. If you're not able to clear JavaScript part, you will not be selected. So JavaScript will always be important. React and Angular or any framework that will come always last. Once you clear this part, then you'll be asked React or other things. Okay.
Okay.
So like maybe some companies, some small companies or startups, they can take you based on your React skills. But good, if you want good company, good package. So for
Mhm.
that, basics are very important. And one more thing, like which I would suggest you, any concept that you already know, that you should practice how to explain in an interview. For example, you you already knew closers, so you explained it, but you're hesitating. Like while explaining any concept, you hesitate a lot. You get stuck. Like no, how what I do. So that should be in fluency. You should explain. So the way you speak, confidence is not there. The way you speak, you're hesitant a lot. Like if you said correct or incorrect. So there should and there should be a confidence in your the way you speak. Okay.
Mhm.
So because
Okay.
you are experienced, as a experienced you are giving interview, there should be
Mhm.
a confidence which will give you success in your career. Okay. And confidence will come only because of clarity. When you have the clarity of fundamental concepts, clarity of everything holistically, then you will
Mhm.
get the confidence automatically. Then whatever you will speak, that will be पत्थर की लकीर. ठीक है.
Okay.
हाँ, तुम्हें पता रहेगा कि you are 100% correct. You will know. So
एक्चुअली ये भी हो सकता है लाइक 4 मंथ से लाइक मैं इंटरव्यू की प्रिपरेशन कर रहा हूँ तो लाइक मैं अपना बेसिक्स भूल चुका हूँ क्योंकि इंटरव्यू देते देते मैंने कोडिंग छूट गई एक तरह से 4 महीने से।
नहीं, इंटरव्यू देते देते बेसिक्स और भी स्ट्रांग होते हैं. Whenever you keep giving interview, how many
हम्म।
interviews have you given in last 4 months?
लाइक अभी मेरा एक और इंटरव्यू का है लाइक अभी मेरे पास एक टास्क आया हुआ है आज ही आया है बट उससे पहले मैं ऑलमोस्ट 100 इंटरव्यू दे चुका हूँ।
100 interviews you have given already.
यस।
That's a crazy number. Like I have never given
Like,
so much
yeah,
interviews.
most of the person ask me how are you getting the calls, but I know where to get the
Tech
no
technical.
where to get to shortlist how by
Okay.
getting my profile strong. Like my resume is ATS friendly, my ATS score is 60 plus, and my LinkedIn profile is up to date, and it can like I got a call from a very renowned brands also, but still I'm lacking on my knowledge, so that's why.
Yeah, so even after giving 100 interviews, you are not selected, right?
Yes.
That's something very red flag, very much like red thing.
Actually,
Huh.
know the reason. I will tell you, like, from the past, like from April 21, I have been working majorly just to convert Figma design into a just static UI. So
Yeah,
my main work is around HTML and CSS,
yeah, got it.
not that much of JavaScript. That's why, and most also in React. From the past like 2.5 years, I've been working in React, but only converting the Figma design into a working web
Okay, so
static.
you have not worked on the functional part, right?
Also not on the most of the data. Like I fetch the API, basics API, and to make the results on the table, but not on a complex level.
Yeah. So that is important thing since you have not worked on the JavaScript part. That's why your JavaScript is not strong, and you should start making your own projects or some practice projects and use JavaScript. It is very
Okay.
important. Okay. Uh, it's good talking to you, Dev. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.